Hey, what's up friends and family of the G's Footage Garage? I hope you guys enjoyed our previous episode where we finally got the 1970 Chevelle running again. It's breathing, it's alive, right? After 35 years of sitting, the Chevelle is now once again alive. So that's pretty awesome, guys. But today we're gonna take a break on the 1970 Chevelle because we're gonna go visit a really cool guy called Samdabuffer. He's a professional car detailer, but this guy's not just your average car detailer. This guy does lowriders, classic cars. I mean, just masterpieces of cars. This guy details them, restores them. I mean, he leaves them mint, like better than when they're brand new, okay? And as you guys know, we bought this C5 Corvette, which has definitely seen better days. You can see the swirl marks like crazy. Look at that. This car is definitely really bad, guys. It's a beautiful car, guys. It really is. It's one of my favorite cars. As you guys saw, it's one of my bucket list cars. But this one's a little rough, but that's all I could afford. But lucky for me, I found Samdabuffer, which is gonna leave this car pretty close to when it was brand new again. I think I have faith in the guy. I've seen his work. He does, oh my goodness, the work he does, guys, is insane. But we're gonna head over there right now to his shop, and hopefully we get to talk a little bit more to him about, you know, what he does and what he offers in his shop and all that good stuff. But he was kind enough to take us in and take care of the C5 Corvette for us. We're gonna do a 3-stage paint correction, maybe some ceramic coating. He has to look at it first to make sure it's a good candidate. But I'm excited, guys, and I'll see you over there at Samdabuffer's. All right, guys, well, I made it to Samdabuffer's. As you guys can see here, we brought the C5 Z06 in its glory with all its swirl marks, and I'm right here with Samdabuffer. What's up, Sam?
How you doing, guys?
So Sam, tell me a little bit about Samdabuffer's business.
So I concentrate on paint correction for cars. My specialty is paint. So I enhance paint jobs from original paint jobs to make them into new paint jobs, and that's saving a little bit of money for the owners of the cars that are trying to not get the cars painted. Maybe do a paint enhancement, paint correction. A car like this Z06 right here, you know, we have a flashlight that I use, and we're gonna show you the imperfections and why this car was brought here. So as you can see, there has a lot of car wash, drive-through scratch marks, you know, swirls, and we have the special light here that gives us an actually the depthness of what's going on, or the area that we're going to be working on. It'll highlight it, or we have all the webs. So this car here, obviously this is an older model, and you know, the paint is not perfect.
Hey Sam, here you see how it looks kind of like, whoa, you can see the webs here. Look how bad that is.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. But don't you think it looks like really thin right here?
Yeah, the paint does look thin, but it might be able to salvage it. See, there's also at the car, obviously it has wear and tear, you know, so it has rock chips. I mean, you know, obviously it's a street car.
Yeah.
You know, and we're gonna make it into a showroom floor almost ready car.
Yeah.
You know, that's the target. That's the target. That's what we're trying to do. So we're gonna take it in. So obviously, you know, it's late at night, and we are gonna get this car in the morning. We're gonna put it in here, obviously bring it into the shop, and get started on this. So stay tuned for the Z06 being paint corrected. And also CSI is using a new ceramic coating product that is coming out with, and this is gonna be one of my tests.
Sweet. For
ceramic coating with CSI product.
Nice. And I gotta say, guys, this car is really rough. Right now it's dark, so it's hiding a lot of the imperfections, but it's 10 times worse than what you can see right now, like no lie. But Sam, what do you think is gonna be the steps for this car? You think it's gonna involve like sanding, or what do you think?
I'm not gonna try to do so much sanding. I'm gonna be able to cut the car with a wool pad. So I just got back, guys, from out of state. I travel and I do work outside of California or outside of here. I was in Chicago, Illinois. Obviously this is my bag, and this is all my travel stuff, my gears, my shoes. I take my little speaker. Of course we gotta have music, but this is a wool pad that I'll be using to cut the car, and then I follow it up with a foam pad. The foam pad's around here somewhere, but So this wool pad here is gonna cut the car. So basically, it's gonna be a 3-stage process on the car, where I use a wool pad, and then I use a foam pad, and then I use the same product. So it's one liquid, 2 pads. Okay, that's the difference between the chemicals that we use. It's the CSI product. It's one bottle, 2 pads. You know, so it's a 2-step process, but with 2 different pads. And this is one of them, and this is gonna be used on that z06.
Nice. And I gotta say, guys, a black car is not an easy job to do. And seeing that pad right there, me personally, and you guys know that we're do it ourselves at the house, but I won't tackle it, guys. You know, I have to say, this paint correction is very different than what you would get from like a mobile detailer. Not to like bash anybody's business model or anything like that, but paint correction at this level, it can be performed in 2 hours. This is a 2-day job, right, Sam?
Yeah, I would say it's about a 2-3 day job technically, because obviously we have 8 hours to 9 hours in the day to where we have sunlight. So the difference between me and your mobile detail guy is that the car gets brought to a place, it gets work done, and then before the end of the day, I take it outside and I check the imperfections that the car has. So obviously you guys saw it with swirl marks in it, or as we say, tail scratches or spider webs. You know, there's a different terminology of the webs that it has. So with using a wool pad, obviously you're gonna get swirls in the car. So before I turn it into a customer, or before the car gets ready to go, I check the car personally in the sun to make sure that everything is flawless and into a delivery condition. So a lot of the times you get those guys that they'll turn in a car, you know, they'll polish it out, they do this in like 4 or 5 hours, and then by the time they're done, it's almost dawn, it's almost the end of the day. So when they turn into you the car, it's like you'll get it looking nice, you know, because everything at night looks good. But and then you see it in the morning, you know, with the sunlight out and everything, and then you start seeing all those swirls, and you're like, oh, they didn't look like that, you know. So it's like,
no, I've seen
what do I do? You know, you call the guy back and then you tell him, hey, you did this, and they're like, oh no, you probably took it somewhere else. It's like, dude, I just got the car yesterday. You know, so it's like, it's hard to explain. But me, my theory is, you know, do it right the first time, spend the money to get it done right, you know, the first time, you know. So and again, you know, I'm not bashing on nobody, you know, I'm just saying that a lot of the times good work ain't cheap, and cheap work ain't good. You know,
and there's definitely different levels of
there's different levels
of
detailing, exactly, because you have your car wash guys, you have your car washes, you know, and then you have a shop like this that concentrates into paint, making paint perfect, you know, restoration of paint. Obviously this is an older car, so the paint, it is old, and what we try to do is try to survive it, you know, try to make it as best as possible without getting the car repainted.
No, I see some of the stuff you do. If you guys don't follow him yet on Instagram, follow him at Samdabuffer, and you guys see what all the stuff he does. He just came back from Chicago, as he just mentioned, to do some really high-end custom show cars. So I mean, he's out on the road doing these high-end builds, so I'm excited that he's gonna actually touch my C5 Z06 here. But yeah, guys, I'm so excited for this, because I know it's gonna turn around big time. Yeah, I mean, dude, I can't wait.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate the opportunity, and again, this is something good for me as well, because as we all know, right now, technology with blogging and YouTubes and this and that, the exposure. So if people know me at an event, a car show, or anything like that, doing this is what makes it better, and I appreciate everybody's support that logs in. I do have a YouTube channel myself, which I'll gradually start throwing stuff in there when I have chance, you know, and when I don't have a chance, I'll just pile up stuff and it just sits there. Nice. So I need help.
No, we'll definitely add your link to your channel on the description of this video, so people can check you out and follow you.
Yes, tap in Samdabuffer, Instagram Samdabuffer, and then email is samdabuffer@gmail.com. and my Facebook as well. So, you know, thanks everybody for tuning in. Check out his blog. You guys see the results on the z06. And let's just not say so much about this car that we have here, but this car right here is covered for a reason. This is a very special car that is going to be coming out soon. So that's why I couldn't have you get a sneak peek of this car. But stay tuned. Check me out, Samdabuffer.com, and you will see the stuff that we have working on, and I work myself.
And the reveal of this thing.
And the video of this thing. So again, you know, thank you guys. Samdabuffer here with the z06, and we'll see you. Stay tuned.
And you guys are really gonna want to follow him, because I see some of the stuff he fixes too. Like that one truck that you got that somebody else did that was all full of webs. I seen that on your story. I was like, oh my god, like I would be upset if somebody did that to my car, you know?
Yeah, there's been a cars that have gone through other people, and I come back and I fix them. And again, I don't knock on nobody. You know, sometimes it's not easy to pick up a machine and try to do this on your own, you know. And
sometimes, I mean, it's irreversible damage, right? I mean, you're gonna
you can damage the paint. You actually damage the paint on a car, and not so much of that, but it's so much of your name. Right now, you know, bad work travels fast, you know. So you do a car for somebody, and what's the first thing they do? They'll put you on blast on the internet. And you know, so it takes the thing. One of the things that I have said, you know, is that bad work travels fast, but good work takes a little bit longer to travel. But gradually, you know, people start seeing you. They start seeing, you know, Instagram. They start seeing Facebook, you know, and stuff like that. So they'll get that exposure, and then going to car meets, going to car shows. You know, I'm a car guy myself. I do have cars of my own, you know, and also I take care of this as well, you know. So I'm also a car guy. Stay tuned. We are gonna plan on a series of my personal vehicles that I have.
That is right, guys. So you guys are gonna want to subscribe if you guys are not, and hit that notification bell, because we're gonna cover all his cars, and he has some really cool rad mini trucks. But with that being said, guys, we're probably gonna stop the video here and touch base a few days later once we pick up the car. But I just want to show you guys one thing here before I go. I made it to the Hall of Fame with all the big boys. That's pretty cool, guys, because we got some pretty famous people on these walls here. So you got RST girl right there. We got some really famous lowriders. You did a bunch of cool famous people, huh?
Yes, I deal with a lot of famous people. A lot of people have come through here. As you mentioned, we have, you know, Claudia, RST girl. We've done Mopar Ellie has been through here.
Even Debo, huh?
Debo, rest in peace. You know, he was a good friend of mine. He would always.
I would always see him here on your stories.
Yeah, he would always sit on that chair and practice his lines, and you know, he did his work out of here sometimes. You know, I mean, I've had quite a bit of people, you know, gone through here, and I've dealt with a lot of big people myself.
Well, Sam, thank you very much. I appreciate the interview, the vlog. But my ride is here. And it's my dad, and he's kind of impatient, so I'm gonna have to go, guys. But I'll see you soon. Just give me a call.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. Good morning, guys. Samdabuffer here with the z06. As you can see, this car came in for the paint correction. We are giving you a preview of what the car is looking like before I get started on it. As you can see, it has a lot of spider webs. The paint, it is damaged. It does have water spots, and it also has a lot of spider webs on the paint. This is a z06. We are gonna start with the vehicle. Stay tuned, don't forget to tap in, and this is gonna be a challenge, you know, so it's gonna have a lot of work, and you guys will see what this car will look like once I'm done with it. I did a test panel on the hood, and as you can see, it looks good, but it's not to the my standards that I want it to look like. You can still see a little bit of scratch marks. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I got my water right here, and I'm gonna start sanding the car down. I'm gonna start sanding the hood not the car, but the hood itself. That way I can get rid of a lot of the imperfections that the hood has that I'm not happy with. As you can see, it does look a little better, but it's not to my standards. It's not what I want for this Z06 to look like. So stay tuned, keep you guys updated. Samdabuffer here, working on the Z06. Now that the hood is color sanded, as you can see, the hood is color sanded from the Z06. It's all sanded. So now I'm gonna start the procedure all over again. Now I gotta start polishing or the buffing. So stay tuned for more updates of the Z06. Right here, Samdabuffer. This thing is coming together pretty well. All the scratch marks and everything that I had on the hood were removed with a little bit of wet sanding, color sanding, wet sanding. It's all the same purpose. And I usually use a pad or, you know, an object to pry the hood open a little bit, so I have that little gap. See, there's a gap right there. So this is the process of why when I first started with the car, I did a section and a test pattern or test pad, I would say a test area, sorry, and the car did not come out how I wanted it to. So that's why I'm removing the scratch marks that it had from previous owner. This is a little update. So now that I color sanded the car or color sanded the hood, I will let you guys know or see what's coming up next with the buffing part. Okay, so stay tuned. Samdabuffer here, and G's footage. You know, subscribe. YouTube, same thing. Samdabuffer. I do have a YouTube channel that I don't update very often, but with the help of Jose, I am gonna start using my channel more often. All right, thank you. All right, guys, so this is a little sneak peek of what's going on. This is a 50-50 shot, as we call it. Now the hood is color sanded, polished. This is only the first step. Okay, only the first step. I still have 2 more steps to go with it. This is a fender. And then also the door. Just to show you how the car was before. Okay, so as you can see, those are all the imperfections that the car had. And all the swirls. Okay, so now I'll be working on this area of the vehicle along with the roof. Alright, how's it going, guys? Samdabuffer here with the Z06. We'll give you an update. I just got done with the polish of the car. As you can see now, there is no spider webs, there is no hairline scratches, there's nothing. This job was very delicate. As you can see, look at the hood now. It's clarity. This is all done from the polishing. This was a 3-step process with the rotary buffer. Okay, I zoom into here, you'll see that there is nothing, no scratches, no nothing. The car is dirty. Obviously, it's been polished for 2 days now, and there is a lot of residue. There's a lot of, you know, product. You know, the seams. There's white on the seams, door jams and everything. So all that will be cleaned up tomorrow. As of right now, it's 1:30 in the morning on a Thursday, and now the car is completed. So tomorrow in the morning, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull it outside, rinse it off, get it cleaned up, and then I'm gonna do the final step on it, which we are gonna be applying the ceramic coating by CSI. So now that we're gonna really seal the deal. So this is the update right after I finish the buffing of the car. This is how it looks. Samdabuffer on IG, and also subscribe to G's Footage. Alright guys, good morning. So now this is the second step what we're doing to the car. I just got it rinsed off, ready to wash this vehicle. Getting in between all the crevices, taking all the compound out of it. Okay, it's just a rinse off for now. I am gonna soap it up. This is just an image of showing you what the work was done yesterday or the past couple of days. Also the LS motor was rinsed off. Okay, we're doing a full service on this vehicle. Stay tuned. Z06 is coming together. I take advantage of the garage being empty so I can clean the shop area so I can get ready to do the final on the cars. That goes with every car. Once I finish the polishing process, I take the vehicle out, I clean the garage so that when I bring the car into the shop area, the ground and everything is cleaned up. Since I'm gonna do a ceramic on it, the premises and the area, the workshop, has to be clean, so it can't be in a dirty environment, because all the dust and all the particles that happen when the car was being worked on, it goes onto the paint or onto the ceramic coating that the car gets into. Again, don't ceramic coat a car, or don't use a ceramic with dirty surface or the car being outside in the environment. Why? Because it will damage your car. Okay, so as you can see, now the foam is already out. Okay, the foam is already out, and you can see how clean the shine is. All right, once I rinse it off, you will see the better results of the car. All right, stay tuned guys, we're almost ready. We're getting the wheels dialed in. All right guys, the engine bay is all cleaned up. As you can see, now it's all nice and black. We got rid of all the imperfections that it had, and so now I'm gonna start the sealing process on the car. So now we're gonna do a sealer process, and also the interior was all done along with carpet. Interior seats, the seats were dressed, leather treatment. All right, okay, so let's follow up. This is the Z06. It's all cleaned up. Obviously, you see that the garage door is closed. So now the next procedure on this car is the ceramic coating. As you can see, everything is now all cleaned up. The floor is cleaned, and the car is right in the middle of the shop. Now that the paint is corrected, we are gonna apply ceramic coating. Ceramic coating is just another way of protecting your car from your maintenance washes and stuff like that. It'll help you, you know, keep it cleaner. So, you know, not scratch as easy, protecting the paint, you know, stuff like that. So, does it help? Yeah, it does. You know, but the only thing is that now, obviously the price goes up. Okay, once somebody gets ceramic coated done on a vehicle, you know, the procedure itself, it's a lot of work, and it costs a little bit more money. So if you could afford it, I recommend it to do it. In this case, we are going to do it to this car for the simple fact that this is going to be a drag car, street car. You know, he wants to protect it now that the paint is brought back to life. You know, after 18 years, now the car looks like brand new again. So I'm gonna put the GoPro down for a few, and you guys can see the installation of ceramic coating. Because a lot of the time, sometimes people say that, you know, it's a gimmick or it's just all for show. But, you know, it does require a lot of maintenance for this car to be ceramic coated. Obviously, you see that it's inside the shop. Doors are closed, floors are cleaned, and the shop is completely clean because all the particles and, you know, everything that was used for the vehicle, it's all dust free now. So everything is cleaned up. Wipers, motor, rims and tires, everything are all dialed in. Samdabuffer on Instagram. Throw me a follow. Alright, so this is the top secret ceramic coating that we're using for the vehicle, and this is your applicator pad. Okay, so I am using a few drops just like that, okay, into the vehicle, and we're gonna do the back section of this, and very lightly I'm applying it to the one direction all the way across and all the way down. Okay, even strokes, because you do not want to lose or get a section that is not completed or done right, because it will stain the car. So everything has to be to an even stroke. Okay, so everything goes up, one motion, and there we go. So that whole section is done for now. So then I'm gonna move on to the next part. So a couple squirts, and I'm gonna go even strokes in the trunk area. And this, you cannot lean on the car, you cannot touch the car, just for the fact that the ceramic coating is fresh and you don't want to damage it. Okay, so once that section is done, I'll bring it back, and then I'll do the top of the car by the windshield on the back window. Before the video, I started with the video, I had done the quarter panel already. So now I'm gonna move to the other side of the trunk area. Couple squirts, and then even strokes, just like so. On this side of the car, I can lean on it a little bit, just for the fact that I have not done that section of the quarter panel. On the other side, I did because I couldn't lean on it because I had already done that section. So we don't want to mess it up. Okay, so bring it back, cover the windshield area. Now I'm going to do the back side of this panel. So there you are. This is part of the ceramic coating process. The special juice that I'm using and the applicator, and me, Samdabuffer, with the Z06. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. Show me some appreciation on how this video is coming along. Give me some feedback. Let me know if you guys have suggestions that I should do it or should I not continue doing videos. You know, I mean, it's been great working with the GoPro. I haven't done it in a while. So, you know, give me a heads up, man. Let me know what you guys think, how I did, and what you think of the video. Subscribe, hit a like, hit a comment, send me a follow on Instagram at samdabuffer.com. My website is samdabuffer.com, and on Instagram I'm Samdabuffer. Alright, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Have a good one.
Hey, what's up, friends and family of the G's Footage Garage? So today I got the call from Samdabuffer that the Z06 is ready for pickup. So I came over here with my buddy Conrad. What's up, Conrad?
What up, guys?
And he's gonna give me a ride on his 1999 30th anniversary Trans Am with the LS3 swap to go pick up my C5Z06. Are you guys ready for that cold start?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Dude, it sounds good.
Yeah.
Deep. I like it. Very deep.
I'm gonna make some little adjustments. We're gonna take it later, eventually this month, for long tubes and white pipe. So I want a little more roar. Why not?
So actually, he's gonna take me to pick up my car, and then I'm gonna follow him, and then we're gonna drop off his car to get long tube headers installed. So that's the game plan, at least. Oh look, little G2s.
Yep.
Hint, hint, I just ordered some of those for the C5Z06. But I'll see you guys over at Samdabuffer's. And that motorcycle is trying to race us. Never fails, huh?
Never fails. Never ever fails.
Every time you drive this car?
Every time. Well, the good thing I get a thumbs up and that a lot of that, yeah, but never fails.
Yeah, that motorcycle came up right now. I was trying to race us.
Let's catch up to him. Too old for that.
Okay, guys, we made it to Samdabuffer's house. I'm excited. This is the first time I'm gonna see the vet. My buddy's here. He wants to get some work done too. Let's see. What is up, Sam?
Hey, what's up, man?
How you doing? Oh my goodness!
How's it going, man?
Hey, nice to meet you.
Wow! Sheesh. No way! Damn! I got you a shirt, brother.
Oh, thank you.
G's Footage official.
Wow, dude.
Sheesh. Oh my goodness. Oh, you touched up all the little chips, huh?
Well, I'm heading that way. I'm heading that way.
Damn.
I did some and then I, you know.
Wow. Amazing, guys. Amazing. Hey, the ceramic coat gives it like this little,
A depth.
yeah, like a nice,
Wetness.
a nice wet look to it. Oh my goodness, yeah, the interior.
Oh, bro.
Sheesh, this thing's brand new again. Wait, you've been doing here? Oh my goodness. It even makes my sticker pop. Wait, did you wax my sticker? What in the world? How did you get these things so shiny, so vivid red again?
It's like they say.
Damn.
Every man's got a talent.
Every month.
Straight.
Holy smokes.
This thing is car show ready, bro.
Because this thing was faded really bad. It even looks glossy up here.
Yeah.
You do everything?
I did everything.
Wow, this car really needed this. Man, I could flip this car. I could flip this car for more now. Man, oh yeah, nice. I could, you know what? I vacuumed it and I couldn't get all the stuff off of it.
Yeah.
It had like little cat hairs or something, huh?
Yeah, I had something.
Like little fibers. I couldn't get them out, but you got them out.
And then
All this back here. Sheesh. Man, you killed it, Sam. I gotta say, brother.
thank you.
This is an awesome work. So do we have to let the ceramic cure?
The ceramic has to cure. Right now, it's been put on for about an hour and change.
Okay.
So that's the reason why the job gets done indoors, closed garage, surface are clean, everything. For the fact that we don't want any, dust or any surrounding dust area or cloud, like tree dust, anything that has to do with dust, it can't get in here.
Because it'll seal with the ceramic.
It will seal with the ceramic coating itself. So a lot of the times you'll get people that you'll see on Instagram or on social media that there's people putting ceramic coating in the driveway
Under a tree.
Under a tree. Like, wow. But okay, to each his own. Like I said, I don't like to talk bad about anybody or anything. I don't disrespect nobody's hustle. It's just that sometimes, you just gotta take the extra precaution when you're dealing with a detailer that, right now, technology has grown so much to where you see guys, Googling stuff or YouTube and all that,
Everybody's a professional.
So I have, oh, that's not on this one. I have another banner that says I have 30 years of experience, but at the professional level, I'm at 15 years in the professional level. There's a difference between professional and experience. Professional level, I started getting paid and I took this job seriously, so, experience, everybody has experience, but being at the professional experience, it sets the bar different.
Yeah, no, definitely.
So, that's just a quote for you guys out there, that you want to Google something or YouTube something, but the professional level is a different skill than your experience. I consider myself, at 15 years, professional level.
Yeah. Even though you've been doing it for 30.
I've been doing it for 30, but, that puts me, I'm 44 years old. Let's do the math now. If I have 30 years experience, I'm at 12 years old.
Yeah.
So, I'm not going to say I have 30 years experience and I'm 12 years old. It's like, come on, man. With that being said, professional level, I'm at 15 years.
No, I got to say, Sam, I got to give it to you. Like I told you before, I do a lot of the stuff myself at home, but not at this level.
No.
And I can catch a poor job, and this is a magnificent job. The proof is in the pudding. The depth is there. There's no residue anywhere. All the seams. I could even tell you wax like inside. Like all the crevices are done. Like all the little moldings are done. Like you did not, you're not cheating nobody. You're doing a wonderful job. I didn't even know you were going to do the engine bay, but I'm happy that you did because it was really bad.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes you gotta go the extra mile to earn people's, earn people's respect. And
see, even here, look, man, it looks like you polished the emblem.
Yeah,
it looks like brand new.
Yeah, everything has been touched. I mean, and again, that's just a little taste of what I can do.
Sheesh. Hey, and then the scratches, you removed them, huh?
Yeah, I was able to remove 90% of the scratches on the car were removed. But there were some that I can't because they're too deep inside to where I don't want to damage the paint. Obviously, we're talking about an 18-year-old paint job.
Yeah.
So again,
even the one back here, that one's gone now? Okay, for the most part.
Yeah, for the most part, I was able to get a little bit off of it, but if you can see, there's a stress on this car. This car got rear-ended or got bumped into.
Right here, huh?
Yeah.
There's like a little wrinkle here.
Yeah, there's a little wrinkle. Somebody gave it enough tap.
But you can't see it no more.
No.
Like if you know it's there.
Yeah, you know it's there, but before you could actually tell.
It's spotted out.
Now it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll be, it can pass.
Yeah. No, if you're not looking for it, you won't see it.
You won't find it. Yeah. It doesn't stick out like a sore thumb like before.
Sheesh. I could take this straight to CarMax. I'm just kidding. No, I like this car. I'll keep it. See, that's what I'm saying. Look, even in there, you put armor off. You see that?
That's attention to detail, man.
Yeah. When you get that guy who just shows up for a quick buck.
Oh yeah.
You know,
cutting corners and
yeah.
Shit,
See, like, look at this. My alternator is shiny. It's an 18-year-old alternator.
Battery.
Yeah, I even remember all this was full of trash and everything.
Well, let's not forget these cars are well common for catching leaves right here, and that's the reason why they put a net right here so it won't go into your vent ducts. Okay, because this is the vent duct for the air conditioner.
It was full of stuff.
It was, it has so much leaves, dry leaves. They had like
debris, all that stuff.
Bugs. I took bees out of there.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah. I mean, we what I do is I go the extra mile just so we can get it right.
Man, it looks wet.
It takes a little bit. It takes a little bit of time, but
Oh, you even went in there?
Yeah. So I mean, we do a little bit there. Like I said.
So this is waxed? Oh yeah, it is, huh?
Yeah. I waxed the lens and I forgot to remove it. Sorry. I'm human.
Edit. Conrad is a. This guy. Let me tell you something. Bro. This guy right here has no filter.
No, I don't.
He has no filter and he has no. No tiene vergüenza. He says it how it is.
I just say you're raw, dude. I go straight to the point.
Let me tell you a story. One time we went to some guy's house. He had a pit bull, right? But it wasn't. It was like a mix. And then and then he goes, "Oh, it's a pit bull." And this guy goes,
"Nah,
no, it's not." And the guy goes, "Yeah, it is." He goes, "No." And he started arguing over the fact that the dog's not a pit bull.
I know pit bulls. I grew up around them. Like this guy's hair was that big, the dog's hair. Nothing to do with dude. That's not.
Connor, so what do you think?
Dude, I love it, man. Now it's a true bucket list car.
Now it is.
Honestly,
it was rough.
It needed TLC, and look, it just got it. And fuck, dude, this thing is alive. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it looks good.
Look at the details, man.
Also, guys, I have to say, Sam was kind enough to get us behind the scenes footage of him actually getting down on this car. So that's gonna be something really cool to add to this episode, because you guys get to see behind the scenes of how much work and detail goes into a build like this, right? A restoration project like this, because this paint was rough. So for that, I thank you, Sam, because I know that is like not part of your job. You did it for us, so we appreciate that.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, the guys at G Footage, you guys showed me support, and I've seen my Instagram. I've got a few more followers, just from passing on the word and doing that, the small clips and stuff like that. Appreciate it. Thank you, for the follow, and for those of you that are watching. Again, I take pride in my work, and I like to make sure that when this thing gets out of here, it's done right the first time, because there's a lot of the times that it could be done, but and then you find something at home. Your local car wash, or your local detailer or something, they left something behind, and you start washing, you grab a towel and you start wiping it down, and then once you find something, obviously that's when you start looking. And I've always been taught that once you find the first mistake, the car is gonna have more mistakes. And that being said, me personally, I have putting into this car, I have logged in about 72 hours into this car.
And this one here? Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. Because you had it for what?
I had it 3 days.
3 days, yeah.
3 days nonstop. And then last night I didn't get finished with the polishing process till like 2 in the morning.
Sheesh. Well, Sam, I can't thank you enough. I really appreciate it. You got the G's Footage approval for sure. And you got my real critic here to approve, which is a big feat.
Hey, I think we got a LS3 outside.
Yes. That one, I can't wait for that one because you saw how the stripes are and all that stuff. Yeah. So I can't wait for you to work your magic on that one.
No, thank you guys for you know, appreciate it. And again, you know, I mean, look.
Oh my goodness.
You know,
if your detailer is not dripping sweat like this, just fire him. So with that being said, guys, we're gonna end this video here so we can chop it up with Sam a little bit more. But we'll catch you guys on the way home. Okay, I gotta go this way to the street. Hey, what's up guys? I just want to give you guys a little bit of my personal opinion on Samdabuffer and his performance. As you guys know, I never take my cars anywhere to get anything done. Aside from tuning, take my tuning work to KP Fab and Tune, which is my friend and tuner, because that's something that I am not experienced in or don't know how to do, period. So I take it to him. That's where I feel comfortable. And I'm very selective with the people I choose to work on my cars, right? Because I do a lot of stuff myself, right? So as you guys seen before, I do some paint corrections, some hobbyists at hobbyist level in my garage, right? We've done the Chevelle, we've done a couple of my cars and things like that, and really it's at entry level. It's you know, I do some paint correction, but not at an extreme level like this. So I wanted to take my car to a professional, and my experience with Samdabuffer was good from the get-go, because me personally, I don't give my business away to somebody who is poor with customer service, you know, who is too high on their high horse, right? I don't like that. And initially when I talked to Sam, he was very cool, very informative, very knowledgeable, a true car guy, and that's what I liked, you know. Actually, I had talked to him before about my Camaro, but I ended up selling it, so I never took it. And then I reached out to him about this one, and you know, he told me his prices, he told me what he does, and you know, he explained the whole process to me. He told me that it takes, you know, 2 to 3 days, and that alone made me feel a little bit more comfortable, because me doing some of this paint correction at hobbyist level takes me 2 to 3 days. So it's like, okay, I know for a fact that I'm gonna get my money's worth taking it to a professional detailer like Sam that's asking for 2 to 3 days to work on this car, right? Versus a guy who's gonna come in and before lunchtime be done with it and then charge me, you know, $500 or so, you know. So that alone, you know, put me at ease and allowed me to trust somebody with my cars, right? Moving forward, I dropped off my car. You know, I did a late night drop off because I had to work the next day really early in the morning, so I couldn't make my appointment in the morning. So he's like, yeah, go ahead and drop it off. I dropped off my car. Very cool guy. First time I met him, chopped it up with him, and you know, just a true car guy. So I dropped off my car, and immediately the following day in the morning, I started getting pictures and videos of him going to town on my car. And that's awesome, guys, because you know, you don't really want to leave your car nowhere because you don't know what's going on with your car, right? But for a business to continuously send you updates on your car, it's really reassuring that your car's in good hands, right? You know, I got more than I bargained for here. Like when I picked up my car, the engine bay was completely detailed, the interior was completely detailed. I thought I was gonna get paint correction and that's it, but no, he actually, you know, detailed the whole engine, and he did a complete, you know, a real job. You know, so I'm very pleased, guys. He hooked me up with some wax to just kind of do some maintenance on the, as you guys can see how bright that is, that thing's been shining on us the whole time. But he hooked me up, and I'll show you guys here. Look at this interior, guys. It looks brand new again. It's insane. But he hooked me up with this C7 wax to touch up my car, and some C7 detailer with a little pad. So he gave me a magnet for my garage. So there it is, guys. Samdabuffer. His phone number is 818-810-8505, and he's out of Newport. So if you guys need him and are local to Newport, you guys can reach out to him. Look at the interior, guys. Literally feels like a brand new car to me. The car is black, so look at that. It already got dirty. I will be looking into a better solution to have this car more covered up. Maybe, you know, I don't know. Maybe down the road build a second garage or something. I don't know. Who knows? Or a car cover. But yeah, guys. I just wanted to do my honest review on Samdabuffer. It's, like I said, it's very hard for me to off-hire my work or my hobby to other people unless I really need to. And so far, you know, I use KP Fab and Tune for my tuning. That's my tuner. I'm gonna use Samdabuffer for extreme levels of detailing like this, because this car was rough, guys. And yeah, guys, so definitely received the G's Footage seal of approval. So with that being said, thanks again, Sam, and we'll see you on the next build. Later.